everyone! Today we are going to break down the origin, evolution, and modern usage for the character 你.
你 is made up of two parts, a meaning component, 人, person, and a shorthand version of
This character first appeared in a linguistic dictionary from the Song Dynasty, but it was actually a rare, obscure character at the time, which means you won't find records of how it evolved across different dynasties.
So, what characters were used in ancient times for you if they didn't use 你? These were the two most common ones, 汝 and
In classical texts and historical TV dramas, these are the go-to characters to use. Even though 汝 contains a female component on the right, both 汝 and were used regardless of gender.
You can think of as thou, an old-fashioned way of saying you in English.
If we add the person component next to it, you will get 你. But writing 你 has way too many strokes for such a common word.
So let's look at a variant form of 一体字. This simple version has existed since the Warrior States period, 战国时期. Does it look familiar? It's exactly the right-hand side of 你. 人 plus give us the modern form of you, 你.
Before we continue, if you are enjoying today's content, please support our channel by subscribing. We are aiming to hit 50,000 subscribers in 2026, and your support will really motivate us to keep producing solid educational content. The character 你, much like its archaic counterparts 汝 and can be used with any gender. However, with the introduction of Western literature, translation became a bit of a challenge. How should one represent the English she or he? By replacing the person radical with the woman radical, the character 你 was created. Similarly, for deities or supernatural spirits, replacing the radical with the divine or omen radical resulted in 你.
So, to summarize the difference between the most common variants of 你 in modern Chinese, you will see a gender-neutral one, 你, and the female one, 你, and 你addressing a deity or spirit. But even though we now have 你 with the female component, the original 你 is still considered gender-neutral.
To express plurals for 你, or 你, simply add 们 at the end. So you becomes yous or you lot. That same logic applies for all the pronouns actually. But to quickly summarize, you can say 你们, 你们, 你们.
What about showing respect in a professional setting or with elders? Place the 心 component beneath 你, and you get 您, a character that conveys your full respect to the other person.
And since 您 already implies a sense of formality and collective respect, there's no need to add 们. So you just say 您.
Do you want to learn more about Chinese characters? Check out the Skritter Character Course.
Starting from ancient pictograms, the course gives a comprehensive breakdown of how modern Chinese characters came to be. You can actually buy this course as a one-off purchase, or, of course, sign up for Skritter to get it as part of your subscription.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to save the next episode when it drops. See you the next time. 我们下次见，拜拜。
Bye bye!